On October 5th of 1938, the passports in Germany changed, and all of the Jewish passports were invalidated. And to get a fresh Jewish passport, it had to be stamped with this red letter J across the front page. And if your name was not already clearly Jewish, then you had to have a name added to your name to make it clear that you were ethnically Jewish before you could have a fresh passport that would let you leave the country. And this is important because the people who are in Germany are trying to leave the country and they can't, right? Other countries require some sort of financial resources to come to the country, but Germany was letting people leave that were Jewish if they had a place to go, but they weren't letting them take their resources. There was this huge I mean, we're talking the majority of the wealth tax on people leaving. And if you were caught trying to transfer your wealth out of the country, then you would be prosecuted. So Jewish people are stuck with these passports that say that they're Jewish. They can't take their money with them. There's no place to go. Countries are refusing to take them in, and they're stuck in Germany. But also, when we start talking about the way that the like immigration exit laws worked in Germany, we have to keep in mind that like some of the limitations that were being put in place had to do with ethnicity, right? These passports were about making sure that you knew who was Jewish, right? You had to change your name. If you were a woman, you had to change your name to include Sarah. If you were a man, you had to change your name to include Israel. If your name was not obviously Jewish at that point in time. But there were all these other groups being targeted, and like somehow that gets lost sometimes. So just at the beginning of this thing, keep in mind at the beginning of the camps were not about Jewish people. The camps were about criminals. And this was about get tough on crime, get clean up the streets. Let's get these folks out of our society. It was also about limiting leftists, queers, thinkers, artists, academics from kind of participating whether or not they were Jewish. This had nothing to do with ethnicity, although there were overlaps. There's a Venn diagram here. But then you have the Romanians, and the Romanians are an ethnic group separate from the Jewish people that were similarly kind of prosecuted under these laws, but not really, because by the time that the Romanian laws came into effect, they already had the camps going. So they were just like shipping them to camps instead of kind of having this slow progression that they had with Jewish people. Jewish people had a big enough stake in society that these laws slowly unfolded about the way they could run businesses and the way they could interact, and marriages and relationship and physical contact could unfold before they got to the point of the camps. The Romanians, a lot of that just unfolded all at the same time as the camps.